Yeah, what a surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Hello and welcome back to Mzansi. We're back. It's a Sunday. It's a chilled Sunday. Well, even more chilled considering the results of football. I'm sure those who are betting, they are happy. If you didn't bet against my teams, well, if you want to know, Barca and Orlando Pirates, if you betted against that, I'm sorry for you. It happened that yesterday, the day came and we saw, since Friday, by the way. But before we go further, this, what you see here, it is sponsored by one of our subscriber, one of our family member, I would say now, of Mzansi. Hey, Bafwetu, thank you very much. Siyabonga to those when we cried about the mic that we had and they listened. But there's one person who went further, who said, no, listen, I'm going to get you this one. I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to ship it all the way from Europe to South Africa. Oh, yes, it happened. Emily, I don't know. I don't want to give the name away unless she gives me permissions to do that. But
she said it's fine, we can say, but just not like disclose too much.
Too much, yeah. One of our subscriber who loves us, who loves this channel, bought Emily this mic. And not only that.
Ta-da!
Not only that. Show those headsets.
Oh my God. Also the sound system. My headsets are also like getting old. But I got a backup.
You've got a backup.
I'm going to use these ones as soon as I get them connected.
It's a JB.
Yes.
Oh, the JBL, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it comes with a... It came packaged. I'm even jealous.
Oh my God, like I'm so humbled. Oh, Ned, they just decided, you know what? I'm tired of hearing you guys asking for donations. You're distracting me. It's annoying.
Yeah, as you can see, Emily is moving like Mr. Anonymous now. The sound is...
It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better.
It's there now.
Yeah.
We're still working on it in terms of setting it up.
It's
not an easy process, but I'm sure now everything is fine, and we really appreciate it.
I will no longer be hearing complaints.
And from one subscriber who gave us, I think, 1.2.
Yeah.
We went on to buy the stand for the mic.
The stand right here.
We appreciate that too. I mean...
And also to everyone who's been coming through with the super chats.
Yes.
You know, every one of you guys, it's highly appreciated. It keeps
keeps the light and everything on. And we appreciate that. So we are not desperate to go around and doing things that are uncalled for. It helps us to keep us grounded and
that
respect
are going to
this
put
channel.
us in a position where we are captured in advance.
No, we don't want to be captured in advance. We don't take calls from any media other than this one. So
it's gonna be a lot. You're gonna have to pay for that eventually when they start doing that and when the time comes.
No, I've been called by one of the radio stations, which I declined because I know how it works there. So I'm happy here. I'm happy with this channel. I'm keeping up with this channel.
The people that are interested in the facts.
I really appreciate. I couldn't believe my eyes, Ned. I'm hoping that you are still leaping. We are humbled by what you have done. I don't know where would be. I mean, to I don't know, man. I know I've got the mic, but going for the second one was even difficult.
It was hard.
It came from.
It was hard.
So
let us tell the truth. It's been hard.
It's been hard, yes.
This is the similar microphone that Mr. Anonymous is using.
Yes.
And he's been using it all along. I was just pushing with that one. And on top of it, that one, the settings for it were very, very complicated. My voice couldn't take it. I'm sure you guys noticed. So every time I would do something, shake my head or something, the sound would just be like, Emily, we can't hear you. And then I'd see on the chat, people are saying, we can't hear you. You can't hear. It's like I'm speaking so low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I was speaking
The
low, but you
place
couldn't
where
pick
we
me up.
worked, it's noisy, so
Yeah.
it picks up a lot of noise. So if you go as further as ramping it up, it picks up every noise that is happening outside. This is silent, this is quiet. But in any case, we are not here to teach about mics, our channel.
You.
And thank you.
Thank you from Zandie Reality family. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, every single one of you, even those of you who are watching, liking the video. It goes a long way. Please,
Yes, it does.
don't stop.
I didn't know that we had a family this strong. Yo,
Joe.
when this parcel, when I saw it
Right.
for the first time, I couldn't believe that someone can go and buy such a beautiful mic for one person. And we assure you, going to be used by Emily and Emily alone.
No, from now on, I will be doing what I have to do to keep us informed.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
talking about us. I'm not talking about everyone else because, hey, a lot is going on. It is the anniversary, or what they call anniversary, but I don't like calling it an anniversary because anniversary is more like a celebration, a reflection. Right now, when we look at what has been happening since Senzo Meyiwa passed away, it's a disgrace. I don't know how I feel about it's not a proper way that he should be commemorated, celebrated. I mean, he left a legacy behind. I mean, it took the former goalkeeper, Monique Joseph, to remind me personally after I watched that interview that, oh my God, we haven't celebrated not even an inch of his legacy. We are busy entrapped and trampled on the drama and the mess and everything that has been happening with this case. It's just a disgrace, honestly speaking. 10 years later, we should be talking differently. We should be celebrating his legacy. We should be celebrating him and showing our little boys that this is a goalkeeper that looked like you from the township, that defied all odds and made it to the number one soccer team in the country. Left behind a legacy. But here we are, we're still entrampled trying to find out what happened to him.
Yes.
Honestly, it's a disgrace.
It is a disgrace.
I'm sad. It's making me sad and emotional, but it's fine. We want to know what happened. And also the emotional aspect of things when it came from his mom. I felt so emotional when she was literally talking to Kelly's mom. I hope she got the message. I hope something inside of her is touched. But Hassas,
We hope.
we can only hope.
We can only hope.
You can only hope. So yes, guys, we were supposed to talk about this trailer. This very dramatic
And just right
trailer.
away, thank you, Darwin.
Thank you,
MT.
Darwin.
Thank you. For this generous gift. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You are keeping us free indeed, to say whatever we want.
Yeah, it helps. It very much helps.
We are setting us free. You don't know how much that is assisting
No,
us.
it
So
does,
may
eh?
God continue to bless you.
So we don't go around asking for anything else.
Freedom is important when it comes to being objective and delivering.
And Nziki Cassandra Kamgun, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We
Nziki.
appreciate you.
May God
May
continue
God
to bless
bless you.
So yes, this was a dramatic trailer, guys, that came out on Friday. And I was starting to feel nervous when that trailer came out because I'm thinking, oh my God, they're giving this girl the spotlight again. But then I became humbled the following day. That's where it helps to not rush and do these things, because you will have an opinion. Next thing, you are humbled by something else happening. I must give a shout out to the SABC and I think also ENCA, how they chose to cover everything.
Yeah, and also a shout out to people like who's this journalist? Griselda. I think a lot of journalists from different channels, they need to learn few things there. That is called reporting.
Yes.
The way she covers the interviews and all that That is, you leave us to give the opinion. You don't become the part.
Please, don't
You don't
impose.
ascend. You become part of the people that are pushing a certain narrative. I mean, there are channels who are really having people who are really, you can see that they are pushing a certain narrative. Lindeni Hadeb, thank you very much for your generous gift. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
No.
What are we supposed to say as the community then?
As a court of public opinion.
You are doing everything to sway a narrative. When people say we are swaying the narrative, then you say
You get upset.
You get upset. You say, no, that's not what we are doing. That's not. What are you doing? You are swaying the narrative. You have become the people who are putting a certain narrative.
I think
Hence, people go around and say the what we call the DNA was inconclusive. No, DNA was never inconclusive. DNA excluded. That's the correct way. Excluded those people. Then Judge Ratam Hwatling
said it's
inconclusive.
Yes,
I don't know which trial we were listening to.
It's like we were listening to different things.
Yes.
It's very not. It's starting to look like a mess.
Excluded.
Yeah. It's starting to look
that means they are not part of.
It's a mess now, and I don't like what it's becoming. It's distorting certain facts. And can we please
And you get journalists who go around and taking certain, pick and choose so that you support your narrative. You'll make, in my opinion, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say this. There is something that is happening now, brewing in that media space where people are making documentaries and whatnot about what is happening about Senzo. The truth of the matter is, you talk about facts. This person brings facts. The facts are that the expert that came there to talk about DNA said 5 accused were not part of that DNA. That's what was said. Yes. And let us make it sound exactly like that. We've been following this. If you don't understand, we write down. If you don't understand, it's basically no match.
Yes.
Inconclusive means, you can choose which side you want to go to, judge. And that's what Rata did. Rata said, that's what was said.
Inconclusive means there is no definite fact.
Yes.
That's what
So you can choose whether you go left or right. If your case supports more of these people who were in the house, then you can always use that and say, even the DNA did not exclude them.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
But in this case, the DNA excluded them. And let us repeat after me. DNA excluded those 5 people in the house. Those people who were said to have done whatever that. Yes, it was not a match.
Thank you. But if you follow Mzansi reality, you would know that.
And then people come and create a certain, they pick and choose what people should listen. We cover this thing all the time. That means we would have the notes of what is happening in that
And
court.
the reason why we took this approach is because we didn't want to distort anything. We didn't want... I earn my opinions. Mr. Anonymous also earns his opinions. We can't come and lie or distort certain things. What we speak on is exactly what's happening in that courtroom. We're not creating or making up stories. So I don't want to be framed as a conspiracy theorist when I put in so much work.
There's one channel that is becoming a talk shop. That channel, I'm not going to say the name, but that channel is useless. If you are still watching that channel to bring you the news, I don't understand.
I don't want to be framed a conspiracy theorist. That's why I go hard. I go in labor. I listen to every word. I analyze. I earn my opinion. Even if it's a speculation, I earn that speculation.
Zozo Mahlang, thank you very much for your generous donation. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for your time you're taking to share your knowledge with us. Thank you, Zozo. Thank you, Mahlang.
So it's very reckless to just talk about things and not do the work. It's now creating a certain narrative. There's even a label that we're being given. Danzi Nation.
Yes, we are not Danzi Nation.
I don't like that label.
We are rather call us Senzo Nation at least.
Yes.
Because we want the truth. I think everyone wants the truth on what happened to Senzo, not these people that we are being given here. I mean, just to give you the glimpse and the highlights, we have someone here on the media who was in the house, who's singing, when he's told that your sister now might be arrested, he's singing, hey, what about Mandis? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? You still believe that those people were in the house? The same family allowed a person they know to be arrested. The person who was washing their cars, assisting them, to be arrested. They kept quiet. Zamogu Shembat. They kept quiet. What facts are these people talking about then? That this case has almost taken three groups of people. Zamogu Shembat, the one in Marisbeck, and then these ones now. You're still talking about facts. Just because you speak Polish English does not mean that you are smart.
No,
You can be a buffoon with your Polish English. I would rather speak broken English and have brilliant mind of understanding of what is happening there.
Facts of what is happening, not what you want people to think.
No, there's a channel, man. You know, Black Boy, the channel of this mainstream media, who are really doing everything. One of their journalists would go as further as doing certain things and bringing documentaries. I don't know in his personal capacity or whatsoever. There is a channel. That channel has become, I don't know, man. For me, it's a spaza shop.
Okay,
it's a disgrace that a mainstream channel that is supposed to be trusted is allowing such people.
Is making us feel like we're crazy. I don't appreciate
What are you gaining by trying to push us into a certain direction? I agree we are bringing facts. Bring those facts. And sit down and because you have then entered this arena of trying to be a commentator, not a journalist. Now you are a commentator.
We are commentators. Then there are journalists. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Griselda Lewis is a prime example of what journalists look like.
She just reports and lets you decide.
The news. Report. Give the facts. Report the news.
Don't come with your...
Don't give us your opinion.
Because next thing you'll be biased. You'll be listening into that court sitting like that so that you can put your lazy opinion.
It's almost like he wants to dabble in this field of being a commentator. Being a commentator is a whole different ball game. It's not being a journalist. You are getting hired to be a journalist, to give us the facts, to give us the news, to give us what is actually happening, and then give people the opportunity to formulate their own
God, are those
opinions.
days where media used to drive us onto how we think. They did it long time ago. They attacked people. It was fine. But now we are old. We can see. Nonsense is nonsense. We're going to call it out, and we have platforms now to do so. Thank you very much for your generous donation. It's a nice, very nice Sunday. Surprised that many people are here. Yeah, so, Emil, let us go to what we need to talk about. It's just that it is surprising. We had to say it, we had to call it, because other people are undermining our level of thinking.
Yeah.
As
totally
people,
disrespectful.
it's a disrespect to us.
It's totally disrespectful.
What was said in court, you change it, you make it your own thing. That's exactly why we call Rata out. And then they go on and say people are calling Rata out for. We are calling Rata out because Rata understands that what is put on that record is important.
For the appeal.
The so-called experts that they rely on for AVR, for anything else, they come all of a sudden, they say one thing, you change it.
It's called confusing the record.
That is not a mistake. That is not a mistake.
And Judge Rata has practiced for a very long time as a lawyer. So don't be thinking that anything he's doing is just a coincidence.
No, that is not a mistake.
I have learned to think that there's nothing such as a coincidence.
And if you follow how the cases Rata has done, and at some point he apologized for certain things, right? So now we should be quiet.
Yeah, and just let him do what he needs to do. And
no, we are going to talk public opinion. That's what we are doing. Except that we are talking with everyone else that is feeling the same way as we're feeling. Zandi, I'm happy. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, our member. Thank you.
Thank you, Zandi. Thank you, Zandi. Zandi also, yeah. Zandi, we see you.
You have played a huge role here.
And thank you so much. May God continue to bless you.
So, that channel, we must call it out.
No, we must.
It is right now becoming
A problem.
nonsense.
No. You can't do that. You can't be gaslighting people like this. We've been here too long. It's been 2 years of Mzansi Reality, just Mzansi Reality covering this trial. And you cannot come here and call us conspiracy theorists when every day we labor, we listen to what is being said, we formulate and we earn our opinions. We're not here just dishing out things that are unsupported. And then you come and you say everybody who's opposing or doesn't agree with what the state is currently doing is a conspiracy theorist. That's totally unfair. That's not right. That's not right.
You got that job because of your English, maybe. But
or your degree, we
or
don't
your degree,
know.
we don't care.
But
Which, I mean,
your job as a journalist is to give us the news, give us what is happening, give it to us. Don't tell us what you think. Don't do that.
it's nonsense.
And you're supposed to report on everything happening, whether good or bad,
It's
whether
a
for the
shame.
state or for the defense,
you
whether against the state, whether against the report it all. Don't be selective about what you choose to do. Like, for example, if a delay is happening because one of the defense members is going through something, or the defense is the defense's party now where there's a delay, you want to highlight that. You want to talk about how the defense is causing the delay. But when the state is causing the delay, you are not saying anything.
We should keep quiet and
already
be like,
you're biased.
we should keep quiet and be like, yeah. No, kudos to SABC one.
No,
No,
SABC,
honest.
yeah.
SABC.
SABC,
Kudos.
they
Because-
humbled me.
And not just SABC, it's because of Griselda. Is there.
Yes, they covered
The commitment that you see on that lady. Thank you
everything
for
from
being honest,
Moulin
reporting
Joseph's interview
everything.
to Ivan Koza's interview, to how they reached out to the family. They tried their best to even go to the family, to go to Umlazi. You know, I appreciate it when I see it. Even with ENCA, Mangoba Mngiti did a good job with the interview he did with Senzo's mom. Well done. Even now, Slindelo with the one with Zandi, but we know Slindelo itandelu Zandi, but it's okay.
Yeah, in my opinion, obviously, they are kind of
for
friends.
For the drama.
Or they know each
element.
other
Or they
somewhere.
know it,
I don't know.
maybe.
Like
But
the way the interview is conducted, you check the interview of
maybe they party
of-
together, you know, or
of-
something, or they socialize. I don't know, but
you
yeah.
check the interview of Iron Juke, which is Ivan Koza,
Yes.
with Crisere.
Yes.
Professionalism.
Professional.
At the best.
Guys, we need to credit good work when we see
No,
it.
we do.
We need to say it.
We do.
Griselda.
Thank you.
Griselda, if you want to be a journalist, please study that lady.
That's the woman to study.
Study her. Or I don't know.
On
but
the ground,
that is
off
journalism
the
right
ground,
there.
I can listen to her.
My hat off. I'm humbled.
Yeah, later now, let's continue.
Okay, so there was an exclusive interview that was conducted. I saw the trailer, okay? And I can't believe that Zandie Kumalo is actually still conducting interviews. But it is what it is, you know, considering the fact that not all of her testimony added up, you know, and anything that she can still say, even now, can still be used against her in that court of law over there. But she won't stop, I guess. And also, I feel like maybe, I don't know, can she not afford a lawyer or something?
Who?
Zandi.
For what?
There are certain things that
No,
when
she
she
should
said,
focus on Umnagwa Boza. That's why should she
for
get
herself, for her
for-
public image.
For what?
You know, because this is not funny anymore. This is not funny anymore.
I enjoy listening to people who think they think better than other people in terms of how they do things. It's okay. If you think you can manage, let people speak. I like it. Because once you bring lawyers, then it becomes an issue of saying, we also go out and say, why would you bring a lawyer for such a thing, right? So if she thinks she can afford to speak for herself, and in my opinion, she does this all the time, and then there's an aromata of a song there and there that is coming. So that no publicity is bad publicity, right? This is good publicity also.
This is also publicity.
Let it be. We
Yes,
enjoy it. Not that we
guys.
don't see.
At the end of the trailer, there was a song Nyana there, but I had to cut it out because YouTube doesn't play, okay? You two don't play. So, yes, there's a song that was being pushed over there. So, in this trailer, she claims to have had panic attacks. Her mother has a heart condition. And she also still thinks that Mandisa Mkhize, Senzo's wife, should be investigated because the Nkabis are from KwaNongoma and Mandisa is also from KwaNongoma.
Uyabona, that's where I'm still lost. I'm lost. Just because I'm a suspect, and then Gabby's come from KwaNongoma, which we didn't even know who Mandisa is
from KwaNongoma. We just found out from her.
Now, all of a sudden, it is fitting for Mandisa to go to jail because they are in a taxi industry. Oh, well, nice, because even the people who are dealing with this case, that's what he said. That's what he's saying. She's
saying that in the, wow, she really has been investigating Mandisa.
I guess so.
She's digging. Poor woman, poor lady. Like.
And then I told you, do you remember, Emil?
Yes.
And then she goes on to talk about Mshololo. You remember earlier, I said this thing will be like Mshololo now is being used. You know, remember when it was all nice, Mshololo was
playing along.
It looked like Mshololo was playing along. You know, it looked like that.
She wasn't being too difficult. Yeah. She wasn't ruffling.
They were even
feathers.
posting pictures of her.
But he kawegasi or whatever she was saying in her traditional regalia, imposing
the
herself.
Tables have turned. The tables have turned. Things have changed. Whatever may be, that in my opinion, I feel like Zandi, that's my opinion, as much as she feels entitled that Mandisa could be the one who sent the so-called people that were sent allegedly. I'm also feeling that she was told something. I feel that she was misled. That's my feeling. Upon her agreeing to come and testify and all that, I feel she was misled. And she went on with the flow. Upon realizing, after she was done, and if you look at how this testimony came, how this noise about Kaylee, and it was after she testified.
Yes, the direction strongly went to her sister, strongly.
Yes.
And I don't know whether she's choosing not to recognize this or she really doesn't know what's going on.
You know, when you are told something that, no, don't worry, this will not happen. Don't worry.
But she was used to implicate her sister. And she doesn't.
But in my opinion, she played a huge part in implicating her sister.
She did.
In my opinion, she played a huge, because whatever that she said there, let's say these people go down, the sister will go down too, because of the testimony that she gave. And check when Kelly was dropped as a witness, potential witness. It was after, not when she was testifying. After she testified.
Yes.
Then Malloy comes with the bomb and like, no, we don't think we'll be calling Kelly
as a
witness. They played you.
I don't know whether she's seeing it or she's not.
In my opinion, you were played. And now you are trying to make amends. In my opinion, you were played. And if you say you were not played, then you knew all along that your sister was going to go down with these people. Did you?
I don't think she knew. I doubt.
Because if you did, then you are worse than I thought you were.
If she did, then she's worse.
So,
if she
played her. They just needed one person who's part of the family. And you happen to be the one available. Brave one. And you spoke. After speaking, then they decided to change and do what they need to do.
The lead investigator, Brigadier Guinea,
keeps on bringing the name. He
has not even hinted at Mandisa.
No. How can you do that?
The cell phone records.
How can you do that if the cell phone records are
have not even slightly hinted towards that direction?
No, Mandisa's phone has the so-called bag of money that I don't know where it comes from.
Plastic transparent bag of money that has money, the picture found in the cell phone. Mandisa is nowhere near such attachments to the evidence that is in court. Ucula ingoma uyi-1.
Wow, we are
there
singing
by
alone.
the side. You are singing this song and
Not
even your sister, not even once did she take the fire to the direction of Mandisa. And she could have. She could have, honestly speaking. She could have. Even now, she still can. But she's there retaining, restraining.
The only thing I like about what is happening.
Business.
Just like the video, guys. Please press that like button and become a member if you're not a member. Welcome to a new member if there is. I saw a new member here. Welcome. It's a welcome. We appreciate you.
Thank you for joining.
What I like about this whole mess is that now, more than ever, I don't know whether to say the state is banking on the defense calling Kelly. You know what? If the defense was that really, unfortunately, Bondanzi would go down. If they don't call Kelly, what if they decide, no, we don't call Kelly?
Actually, no.
Then Bondanzi go down, and Kelly goes down. But, well, we are on the side of trying to find out what happened in that house. But in J corner,
now that I think about it, I also kind of see why the state has been dragging and dragging and dragging. They want the defense to show their hand. Because they have no idea
who is
how
coming,
they're going to present that
where
case.
Are those people coming, what are they coming with, because it seems this case has touched many people, and those people, some of them, they might have evidence that might implicate people maybe who were investigating the case, maybe people who were, it's scary what is coming. So
what is coming is
if you check,
scary.
The states, in my opinion, is the one who doesn't want to finish with the witnesses.
Honestly speaking.
They are pushing. Next thing we might be hearing the mechanic who came and did something. Like, because now the house is about to be on fire. There's people who have concluded that, hey, these guys, after the evidence that I went through, I realized that these guys, yes. But the state has not, defense has not presented anything.
And of course, we cannot blame the state this time around because Zulu fell ill.
Yeah.
It's fine. It happens, such is life. Abantu bayagula. And
Yeah,
hopefully he's
do.
recovering well wherever he is, and he is feeling much better, and he was able to get the assistance that he needs. We can only hope, and we'll see tomorrow what happens regarding the court proceedings. But let's watch this trailer. Let's watch it. It was a very interesting trailer, although I realized after watching the interview that some of the parts were kind of like mismatched to make it create an impression that certain questions were being answered. But it's fine. It's just a highlight of all these things that we're talking about.
It's been a decade.
How did you get tortured for 10 years? I had a panic attack. Right now, my mother suffers from it. She has a heart condition, something she never had before.
Senzo's widow, Mandisa.
Mandisa.
You still think she should be investigated?
It has been discovered ukuthi inkabisa ezakwanongoma. Mandisa owakwanongoma.
Kelly Kumalo is likely to be arrested soon.
So that part of it wasn't actually for that question. It was for a different question where they were asking her about her, how she was feeling, and she said she had panic attacks and stuff. But yes, another interesting thing that came out is how Silindele decided to frame that question by dropping a bombshell on us, saying that Kelly Kumalo is likely to be arrested soon. I don't know where she gets the information, but to me, he's gaqalis.
Yeah, it is. Because we thought it would never come.
Likely to be arrested soon.
Oh, backyard mechanic, Dumelan, kill live or premiere. Oh, we are live.
We are live.
Yeah, that's why we can.
Yes.
Hello, we are live.
We are staying away from premieres. We are not scammers over here. If it's a premiere, I'll tell you it's a premiere.
Yeah, we'll tell you the truth.
Yes,
yeah.
But now we are live. We're definitely here, and we are deliberating on the whole thing that has been happening over the weekend, with it being 10 years since Senzo Meyiwa passed away, and we're still on the journey of discovering what happened on that fateful night.
So she's saying, Inkabi are from Kwanongo. They are even profiled. And then Mandisa is also from Kwanongo. What I guess Mshoro also comes from Kwanongo. Then therefore
I'm thinking, I'm speculating. Here we go. There's my speculation here. I think part of how she testified was influenced by maybe creating to her an impression that Mandisa is the one
she was
going to be charged.
That's what I'm saying. She could have been told that a fiance would be charged.
Yeah.
And she played along.
She played along because she was thinking, at least this is saving my sister. You understand? At least it's taking my sister out of the equation. Because
it does not take away from the conspiracies and theories that have come out about her being the cause, in my opinion, of this whole thing that we are at with Longwe, allegedly. Right? It was alleged that they were fighting, right?
Yes.
And then the fight happened, and then Senzo was trying to separate the two, right?
Because all this exclusive information that we who follow the trial don't know. We haven't been told in that court that Mandisa is from Kwanongoma, Nongoma this, Nongoma that. And perhaps it will give us a reason as to why she strongly believes that Mandisa is the one. Perhaps part of the process of convincing her involved, Kwanongoma. Mandisa is from Kwanongoma. Everything Kwanongoma in the taxi industry. And then she played along.
And people who were investigating these things are taxi violence people, most of them.
Sizwe is asking, did the police arrest based on Zungu's statement? They are saying in court they did.
Yes. That's what they are saying.
The investigator is saying that that's the case, yes.
Zungu's statement, yes.
Yes.
Zungu's father, I don't know. Between the two, Zungu. You choose, but one mouth.
But the one who went is Zungu, Sizwe Zungu. He's the one who went to the police with what his father reported to him. And then they are saying that they also have a statement from Zungu's father, but we are yet to find that out.
But the father is not coming.
He's not coming to testify.
Rest assured, someone will read that statement if they have to.
Into the record.
Into the record. That's what they do most of the time, these people.
Yes. I hope that helps you, Sizwe.
It will be partially admitted pending the father being called.
Yes.
How many things have been partially? All of them. Eventually, they will make a solid case. Partially.
So yes, even here it's written, Zandie Kumalo is accusing Senzo Meyiwa's widow of hiring the hitman. She was in the house the night the soccer star was shot, and she says the right men are being prosecuted, but says her sister Kelly Kumalo was not involved. So yeah, it seems like Zandi was massaged, in my opinion.
This case is based on hearsay. This 636. It's a lot of hearsay. And they say they don't do that. Baloyi object every day, all the time about hearsay. But this case is based on hearsay. And, Emil, I don't know whether I'll be jumping the gun. Do you know that in 2020, around 2020, Baloyi was a deputy, was
DPP,
DPP
Director of Public
Director.
Prosecutions.
Yes.
For the North Gauteng.
Was it temporal?
He was standing in.
Standing in for yes. Because I was just pulling the records and looking.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Which is very
not
interesting
know
if
that.
you look at it. Like, it's them and it's public information. You go pull the papers, you'll see all the DPPs and people who have stand in when.
And he was standing in 2020.
2020. Around 2020. I don't know from when until, but around 2020. I'm saying this because all the time when the decision of why did they take 636, the person who was responsible for that does not come out, in my opinion.
No.
It's always
the DPP.
It was a decision from the DPP.
The DPP. And the DPPs are not mentioned by name.
But again, it's fine. Senzo Meyiwa and Jetina, we just get information that is public because we don't want to delve into deeper stuff. We are
so
always going to look.
publicly have information that I'm all for it. But if it's like undercover, exclusive, I don't want anything to do with that.
No, we don't want to.
Nope, I don't want to touch it. But if it's on public, and you did show me the screenshot. But honestly, I didn't know before Mr. Anonymous showed me. I was like, what? He showed me the document actually.
There's a document, the government document.
Yeah, the government one.
That shows who was there.
It's publicly available.
You can also go check around May or something like that.
I was like, hey, but I didn't know that. And none of that information.
So the decisions were taken, could have been taken when someone was in power. And that is something that you cannot overlook. Obvious, it's there to say that you were standing in for someone.
And there's also one of our family members who commented after we did that other video.
Yeah, who brought that?
Yes, because I couldn't quite remember. I watched the interview like way back in 2020. So he was saying that Siyabonga Mia was saying that the DPP, the Deputy Public, the DPP of South Gauteng was so scared to make a decision with regards to which docket should go on trial. He was so scared for his life.
Yes, Andrea?
Allegedly. He ended up not taking a decision.
The Gauteng one?
Yes.
The rightful place.
South Gauteng.
Yes.
The one Vosloo and Springs, not Springs, my apologies, Vosloo, Spruit, that side.
Then the other ones were Brave.
Where this court was supposed to be taking place, honestly, in my opinion. But then it moved to the North Gauteng High Court, which is in Pretoria, which is very far away from...
That's what Tifo was asking.
Yes, Tifo was asking that.
He was asking.
That's what Tifo was asking.
This is the wrong place.
How
this is
did
the
this
wrong
happen?
place.
How did it happen? And we never got answers as to how that happened.
And then at some point, I think it's Mr. Afro who said, this does not matter.
They said it doesn't matter. But it matters. It really does matter because why? Why aren't we getting an answer for why? Why that happened?
Right, let's like the video, guys. About 600 people. Let's like the videos. Push to at least 400. And again, thank you for joining us. Like the video. And if you missed anything, please go back.
Please. I think we've said enough. The plan was not to go on for like too long.
So the question is, what about Longwe?
Oh, I have an update on Longwe. I got it on Friday.
Yes.
Hey, let me quickly go over it. So Longwe Trial pulled a non-show in court on Friday. Do you guys remember that he was released on a warning? And I questioned, why isn't he released like properly on a bail, make him pay bail and all of that stuff. So he walked out of under the judge's order that he should receive a warning, but he should come to court. He was given a date, and that date was on Friday, which was, I think, the 25th of October. He was supposed to show up at court on that day, and he did not. So Longwe's name was called multiple times. So The son of legendary musician Chico pulled a no-show in the Randburg Magistrate Court on Friday the 25th of October, and Longwe's name was called multiple times apparently in court for his appearance, but he didn't show up to face the magistrate. He was released on a warning as an accused in court on Friday the 25th of September, that's last month, during his bail application pending further investigation. His release had bail conditions, or he would find himself behind bars again. Then the presiding magistrate Abdul Khan warned Longwe that he needed to meet all his bail conditions. He even said to him, Mr. Twala, you're discharged on a warning and you must come back to court in October. You must come on time, and now you can go home, said the magistrate during the previous court appearance. Yeah, so he didn't show up. They called his name several times in that court, and it is what it is.
So, what was the... we're still there. Why did Longwe go to that thing, to that jail, to that holding cell? And all of a sudden now is a no-show. What, is he gonna disappear?
What is the plan?
What is the plan? Disappear, or when they get him,
they say
he gets arrested for this case of not appearing in court, and then that kills the fact that he could be arrested for any other thing. Then
he's
that
not
pushes the
immune to
narrative.
getting arrested.
Yes, that pushes the narrative that is not immune to getting arrested, but also pushes the narrative that he has nothing to do with Senzo's case. He could do anything, he could be arrested for anything other than that. Is that what this is all about?
Is this what this is all about?
Or was to show that the defense will not be able to get hold of Longwe because even the police are looking for Longwe? Was this good setup to say, even the police are looking for Longwe? We don't know where to find Mr. Longwe.
To me, I now think about the entire reporting that has been happening.
And then the case is closed. The 5 accused, the case is closed. It's done and dusted because we couldn't find Longwe. Then Longwe is found. Longwe is arrested for absconding or for not coming to court, and then it ends there. It could be a very nice speculation. I don't know what you think, but where would you find Longwe if even the police cannot find Longwe?
Or maybe by the time Longwe maybe needs to testify, this is the plan to say he cannot testify. He's not a credible witness.
No, that we are gone there, because if he goes to jail now, he becomes sober, or he becomes, if there's something that he was using. I'm just saying sober because we heard that allegedly he was using some of the substances, right?
Or perhaps it's to get him diagnosed.
With what?
With something that will inhibit him from testifying.
No, there is only simple way for Longwe not to testify, in my opinion.
What is the end goal here? Like, what is the...
Listen, Longwe did not go to court. Let's say Longwe does not go to court until this case, and then the magistrate issues that warrant of arrest, and then they don't find Longwe. The case continues. They don't find Longwe. The case continues. They don't find Longwe. 636 finishes, the defense finishes, and then they find Longwe. And then Longwe goes to jail for not coming to court. And which could be a month or so, or less than, or 6 months.
Something like 30 days.
And then it's done. And then he didn't come to testify. The evidence and everything that the defense was speculating about, it's gone with him.
So you're saying this is a warm-up? Him not showing up to court will be like a thing.
I think he might not go.
Even with this case, to
with
go
this
and
case.
testify.
Maybe that was an end goal, maybe. To say, even the police are looking for him for his case. They cannot find him. When the judge in Senzo's case issues that, okay, we demand Longwe comes to court because of the defense. The defense wants Longwe to come to court, subpoena. Well, we can't find him because he's missing. Even on the other cases being wanted, the other court, my lord, is looking for him.
I am thinking about how back in the day, there was no speaking on how Longwe was into illegal substances. And then somewhere around 2020, it started becoming mentioned in the media. And then we would hear reports, remember, from those papers we used to read. I think some of the stories would even cover them on the show about how he has not gone home for months. He's living on the streets, allegedly. He has fallen out with his father, allegedly. And he cannot be found, allegedly. Do you remember those stories that kept on happening? And at the time, it was put like, yes, he is using illegal substances, right? So we all know that if you are in such a condition, you are not fit
to testify.
So what if now, after absconding that other case, and then he's found, it's just a question I'm posing, what if he's found in a state where he has indulged in illegal substances, then he needs to go back to rehab and
if
stuff.
he's found, it will be a very foolish thing to happen. I'm saying this because the case is long. No one knows how long the defense is going to take with other witnesses. He can sober up while he's in jail.
But what if they say he cannot sober
in jail?
Up because maybe they are getting in via illegal means?
No, that now it touches people who would not like to be part of that.
So you're saying they're not even trying to get him into jail at all?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
They are trying to get him.
But let us leave you to
because
think about
if they take him to jail, if they take him to jail, he's gonna sober. Yeah, we can. We definitely can.
Guys, I'm interested to hear what you guys think.
And remember, all is alleged.
Everything is
make
alleged.
Sure you alleged. If you call and don't come with information that is not in the public space.
that also we cannot back up, please.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that. I know I'm not a journalist, but at the same time we have to be responsible with this platform, okay? We cannot do that.
Let's hear what other people are saying. And just an appreciation, guys, to everyone who has really supported us today. Thank you. We appreciate you. Still, while I say my appreciation, I'm just gonna go to Josephina. Thank you. We see you. You are here. Emmanuel Mleje, we are here. Sizwe, you are also here. Let us just let me see what I can do here. Nature is calling.
My body break, guys. I'll be back.
Wait, let's see if I'm not sure about. Okay, yes. Now you are free, Emily.
Yes, I'll be back.
Yes, let's hear what you guys have to say. Let's see what you have to say. What do you have in store for us? What do you have? What do you have in store for us? Let's hear what you guys have to say, if you have anything to say. And I heard Sundowns is happening. Mzansi, hello.
Hi, Mr. Anonymous. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for the Sunday show. I was hoping you guys were going to come on today.
Thank you. It's lucky from our side.
Yeah. I've got 1 point. I'm sure others have way more points.
Yeah.
I'm just mainly disappointed by a lot of the people who were speaking about Senzo yesterday. Like famous people in power. You know, umnumzane wayo ibhakaniya, you know, yibo labantu who've got the power, who had the power in 2014 to make sure this case goes the right way. You know, and he's saying he's willing to be called in uzothini wayengekho.
Eish, my daughter.
Uzothini wayengekho. But he's got the power for his goalkeeper. It's only he's going on about ukukhipha wami ngamthatha engaziwa ngamfaka development weza sengibuyisela umzimba that is lifeless ngoba Senzo, you know, and uthi uyaxolisa ngaloko. How about usize ukuthi kube the right people go to jail for this, you know? Yeah. All these people going on and they know what happened. Why bengasho? Why bengasho? Like it's like kuthiwa crocodile tears.
Yeah.
Ukhala nje ungathi shu ngoba you are also allegedly might be part of why icala lingapheli ngoba ngabe uyasiza. These people are powerful people, moneyed people. They could be helping. Leya channel lo ati ungafuni ukisho ingako juju bayevala leya channel bengayifuni ukuthi ba-attend ama-conference apho. Bayevala ngoba ayikho indaba leya channel. They're always spewing nonsense all the time. Like when I watch it, when I wanna laugh, mangifuna ukuhleka nje ngibuka laphaya. Yebo. Anyway, thanks for the show, guys. Thanks for the time.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you.
Okay.
Right. Just going through people. All is alleged, as we say. All is alleged. The power could be used to actually push for the right things to happen. That's what the caller is literally saying. Sizwe 18, thank you for joining us. Ignitia, thank you for joining us. Nandi M, thank you for joining us. Mabu Tom Dow, thank you for joining us. And going up, Tuli Tools, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Let me see, Tim Kulu. Thank you for joining us, Mlambo Design. Thank you for joining us, Botu. Thank you for joining us, Dumela family. Dumela. Buli Tukisa. Thank you for joining us, Christine. Thank you for joining us, Kolela Bonana. Thank you for joining us, Siangoba Mbogazi. Thank you for joining us, Miss V. Thank you for joining us, Ali K. I hope that is correct. Thank you for joining us, Moody Mukwena. Thank you for joining us, Progress Dungunye. Thank you for joining us, Rochizwa. Thank you for joining us, Tabiso Maulana. Tabiso Ulana. Thank you for joining us, Pumim Kunu. Thank you for joining us, Kabelo. Thank you, Nyasha Chibaya. Thank you for joining us, Kushle. Thank you for joining us, Nanjelop. Thank you for joining us. Let's like the video, guys. Yazi Malefula. Thank you for joining us, Figile Fixin. Thank you for joining us, Nomsa Katide. Thank you for joining us, Samtebo Kamile Langamalda. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your gift. Andy Swa Mzojo. Thank you for joining us, Tidiso. Thank you, our member, for joining us, Cindy Siwe Mpehlo. Thank you for joining us, Kumbuzo Radebe. Thank you for joining us, Maka Sandra. Thank you for joining us, MT Darwin. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your contribution. Lucia, thank you for joining us. Simomguni, thank you for joining us. Lucia, okay, I've mentioned you. Z, thank you. Surprised indeed. Thank you for joining us. Buhlali, thank you for joining us. Kapsile, Mabuza, thank you for joining us. Sihameti, thank you for joining us. Miss V, thank you for joining us. And, hey, my daughter. Motebele, thank you for joining us. Cindy Swam, okay. Nokanya Ngobo, thank you for joining us. Let's see, Babalo, Pageli, thank you for joining us. And again, thank you for your gift, MT Darwin. Matabo, thank you. We appreciate you. Queen Sa, thank you for joining us. Gabsila, I've mentioned you. Tsiki, Cassandra Kamguni, thank you with your gift. Thank you for joining us. Thank you with a gift. Faith Vabaza, thank you, our member. Thank you for joining us. Black Boy, thank you for joining us. Stelom, thank you for joining us. Let's go down. Lindeni Hadebe, thank you for joining us. Hadebe Mambush, thank you for joining us. Atenkosi, thank you for joining us. Let me see, just going down. Eti Moyo, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Kolela, I've mentioned you. Zozom Mahlangu, thank you for your generous gift and thank you for joining us. Abel Bailey, thank you for joining us. Sikhamitsi, you said you are in Sweden. How's the weather outside in Sweden? Hey, and I've never been outside any country. I've been here in South Africa. Seth, thank you for joining us. Ausebe, thank you. Zonzi, thank you for joining us. Kumbuzo Pase, thank you for joining us. Mtimkulu, I've mentioned you. Kolani Ngube, if I've not mentioned you, Ntwarelo, thank you for joining us. Vuro Chiliza, thank you for joining us. Just going down and mentioning Tab Singh Maloye, thank you for joining us. Just go down and see who has. Let me see. Yes, Mlambo Design. Thank you for your generous gift. Chukuana, thank you for joining us. Lucia, thank you for joining us. Samuel Radebe, thank you for joining us. Elfias Lela, thank you for joining us. David Bodihelo, thank you for joining us. Northwest Province in Rustenburg. I'm watching from Northwest Province in Rustenburg. Mzansi, hello.
Hello, Mr. Anonymous. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. I just have a flu, but I'll try to talk.
Get better.
I just have one point to say.
Yes.
I was just looking at the documentary yesterday, and I can say, like, okay, some parts were okay about Senzo's life from the time he was growing up, but I feel like some parts of the interview took away from the mere fact that it is about Senzo. And then at the end, it was about the NPA being able to build a case.
Yes.
It's like that guy from NPA was trying to put up this image that, like, people might think the NPA is not doing its job. People might think like the NPA never built any cases. It's like he's doing damage control on behalf of the NPA. But that was not the good place. It wasn't the good platform for him to say all those things despite what the family is feeling. And for me, it was kind of like selfish. Like, how can you say, like, oh, for the first time, we are grateful, we are able to see that the NPA is managing to build a case. Come on, a case that is built on lies. And if you see that man, he was very economic with the truth. He was running away from the real issues, and he was just touching on very useless aspects of what's happening with the case, of which, like, I really got pissed off, especially around that point. And the other point of what those two gentlemen, I don't know, I've never watched their TikTok videos anyway. I'm not on TikTok, I don't watch, but I just see, like, sometimes I just hear when people are talking, like, on the comments, like on YouTube, like, I don't know, those other two guys that were sitting there.
Which guys?
And they are, I don't know, like, people were saying, like, he was saying, like, he is for the state. He is saying something on the state side. He said, like, there are sides. They call themselves, he said this, Baloi, whatever, Team Baloi and whatever, he was saying the other ones on Tanzania. Really? Is it about Team Baloi on Tanzania when the family is crying, when the family is looking for justice, and they make it like a game? It's not a game, for crying out loud. And you see, like, from the way those two gentlemen were talking, one is tempted to think, like, are they agents that are sent to drive a certain narrative and mislead people into thinking what they've been mandated to make people think? You see, like, for me, it never made any sense. I was like, look, Linda Nisi, you are a so-called journalist. Why are you bringing these useless people, like, as being part of this? It's about Senzo. It's not about these people and their groups they represent. We don't care about that. We are only caring about finding justice for Senzo, not about people who are driving certain narratives on social media. That was really, really, really poor job from Linda Mnisi. And he is worried about what people are saying about him on the internet. If he's someone who uses his brains, he needs to think like, what exactly am I doing wrong? I need to make it right. No, not for him, because abantu nje abangeke bekusukele nje from nowhere, Mr. Anonymous, and say, oh, you this, you that. Why are people not saying the same thing about Okriselda? Why are people not saying the same thing about Abu Manuoga? Why?
Yeah.
It's about you. No, that was really, really unnecessary. I can say, like, in those parts where he decided to put those useless people, he was supposed to include probably other family members. You know, they are there, but you decide to put these other people because, oh no, you want also to put people back to that narrative.
Yeah.
It didn't cut it for me. It wasn't about Senzo.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, for me, like, no, it's thumbs down. Honestly, like, I didn't like it. That's all I wanted to say. And thank you so much for coming up live on a Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much for the good work. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Right. As you can hear, all is said and all is alleged. And basically, I am not... I'm worried about the seasoned journalist. I mean, I don't want to talk more about people who are in social media like us. But people are saying things. I don't even want to get involved there. To me, it's a person who's hired, who's getting money, but people are raising their concerns and it differs. People differ all the time. So I just listen. As I said, I just listen. So Emily's back. Your mic was off. I switched you off with your new mic. I don't care.
It's jealous.
Yeah, it's jealous. It's hitting home, Belai. Right. Let's hear some gang nana. Thanks to everyone. Kosnati Pagati, Thomas Mkabela, Sizwe, I've mentioned you. But guys, thank you very much for joining us. All of you here, thank you for joining us. If you guys are not going to call G. Moodley, thank you. Hi, G. Moodley. You came when we were moving. We are about to go. And
but you can watch the repeat.
You can watch the repeat. You can watch it on the other side. Pepelo Guma, so excited to watch you guys live. We are so excited. You catch us live. You caught us live. Thank you for being with us. Nomsa Katide, I fully concur with the caller because I have been asking myself, why doesn't Ivan hire a private detective to tackle this case if he has that consent? He definitely afford one. I think he said. What for me I could pick up yesterday was let's see. Zandi, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Mr. Anonymous.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shoot.
Hello.
Yes, shoot, sir. We can hear you.
We can hear
No,
you.
that's all. Mr. Anonymous, come on, Matu.
Yes.
Yeah, please, next time when you announce those names, please say Stelo Matu. If you say Stelo, when I invite these colleagues of mine, they don't believe I'm with you guys. Okay. I'm not there. No, guys, what I wanted to say to all of you.
Yes.
I like what we are doing, guys. We are putting more pressure on these people. They are feeling that pinch. What we are doing, you, Abanoni, Clenchins, Bobongani, all of you guys, I watch you, all of you. Please, people are not the same in life. Kunabantu aba caring like us. If something bad happens to another person. So you are our last hope. You see what's scoping out what we feel about this case. So guys, please keep it up. Push it more. Please push it more. Sorry for the noise. Hey, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that. Keep it up.
Thank you. usicelo lo uthi esimsisho ukuthi unathi usicelo uyafona impela usicelo madwe usicelo madwe yes uyafona impela uyimpela lo ofonayo and yeah uthi ke bayageza mabephuma emsebenzini Emily. What a nice one. Thina siphuma sinjalo.
Thina siphuma sijulu kanje.
Yeah, uthi bayageza mabephuma esibanini day bath. What a nice one. Right, let's continue. We'll see what Malachi Johannes. Happy Sunday, family. Happy Sunday, Malachi. Sia Skulu. I 100% agree with the caller. What I like about this channel is that most people differ on their opinion.
Yes.
That's what is great, and we allow everyone to
opinion.
to have their own opinion, and
we
yes,
do.
we do that. Nomakule Tyler. Hi family, Stembile Mkwanaze Donga, our member. Hi Donga Ignitia. I've mentioned you. If I don't read you, it's because if I don't read your comments, because I see you wrote some people's name. That's why I don't read it. Tabiso looking for a girlfriend. Now Tabiso Mafetu Uti is looking for a girlfriend. Asazige bazopendula Tabiso. But engakhali ifele mbelekweni yes wrong platform but yeah engakhali ifele mbelekweni. Thomas Mkabela, as long as Kelly Longwe and everyone who was in the house does not talk the truth and Chico, they are all still going to suffer. That's a feeling of someone all the way from Jalmani. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Are you surprised? He couldn't. Are you surprised?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
You can shoot if you can hear me. Just shoot.
That's reality.
It is Mzansi reality, yes.
Are you live? Because I'm watching you live.
Yes, you are live. Please switch off the background and then we can hear you this side.
There's a delay.
So what am I supposed to do?
The sound at the back is delaying. We are live. You are delaying because you are watching. I think it's 1 minute or 60-second delay. So switch off the sound at the back.
Just it.
Yeah. Now let us talk.
Via the phone.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon.
Yeah, glad I caught you today. Thank you guys.
Manje yakhatha.
Kanti benze njani eGerman bafowethu?
Why bakhatha?
Benzani eGerman? What are they doing in German bafowethu? Please call us again. This Mujalifa Rustenbeck in the building. Great job you doing, family. Super dupe. This is Mujalifa from Rustenbeck. Mashangosi, keep up guys. Love what you're doing. We appreciate you. People 80 Emily, you smile is addictive, but you smile is addictive.
Thank you.
Mzansi, hello.
Appreciate you.
Mzansi, hello. Please reduce the volume, or in fact mute it so that we can hear you through the phone.
Mzansi,
hello. Still waiting us to hear you on the radio. Then please mute the volume so that we can hear you. Are you there? Hi, how are you?
Ngiright baba, njani baba?
Sikhona mfethu, siyaphila, singezwa nje kuwe.
Khona mfethu, yazi nazi ngibamba. Yazi nganibamba kabi bafethu senizophuma bafethu. Bengazi ukuthi kanti ngiyangena nasemini bafethu, kodwa nje siyajabula ngohlelo. Usiphephelo guma lokhuluma mfethu.
Ubani mfethu usiphephelo guma?
Yebo bhuti,
yebo mfowethu.
Siyabonga mfowethu umsebenzi omuhle eniwenzayo nanokufakela nje ipressure nje la i-states ngoba manje yabona into eniyenzayo babona nabo ukuthi lento abayenza bona babezitshela ukuthi into ezophela nje ngaleso sikhathi ngokuthi babophe labafana abangenacala ukuthi kube ibona abazoba i-scapegoat salongwe no Chico nabangani bakhe. Bafowethu siyabonga umsebenzi wenu muhle and ngiyawulandela. Inkinga ukuthi engingena ebusuku bafowethu lapho nathi sifuna ukulala.
Bambe kuseni.
Manje phela into esifelayo sifuna ukuthi sikhulume kahle bafowethu sikhulume live. manje masenizobambe kuseni phela singakwazi nokuphawula ngaso sikhathi
ufuna ukubhodla wena usufuna ukubhodla oshaya ivideo oshaya ivoice note ngizokwenza show mina uyibambe kuWhatsApp uthi ngiyayifaka ngoba wena ufuna ukubhodla wena
mawuzwa nje ukushiselwa wenza ivoice note sizoyifaka la ku live
Siyabonga kakhulu. Siyabonga.
Nibe nosulu futhi sijabulile nje into eninzi abafowethu.
Na futhi sibonge kakhulu, sibonge nje kakhulu. Thank you. Right, Lucy from what is this? Namibia. Lucy from Namibia. Self Pirates number 1 madoda ayivalue league. Bengithi ke mina nginombono ukuthi league ayiveli sasivalwa manje. Singalokhu simosha isikhathi. Kanti why should we play many games? Kanti ayivalwe manje league. Umuntu ophezulu athatha into yakhe. That's my thinking. Whether angazi ukuthi abanye bacabanga kanjani.
Hey, Pirates people are winning.
That's my thinking. Ayivalwe league sibone ukuthi ikhambe kanjani.
We're going to hear. We're still going to listen.
Right. It is nice. I mean, it's a long way, guys. We still, yes, we might be for now because on Sunday I'm squandering. But hey, kusase indlela. Mzansi, hello. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, man.
Yes, sir.
Mzansi reality, na?
Yes, it is Mzansi reality.
Sanibonani ano.
Yes, sir. How are you? Njani mfethu siyaphila thina.
A beautiful lady there.
Thank you. Hi.
Kunjani?
Siyaphila wena unjani?
Mr. Anonymous.
Yebo sir.
I mean push lo khulumayo.
Push.
Yeah.
Okay, push.
Push, not push.
Push.
Push, yeah. Yeah. Mina ngiphathi le morning gang ngiyaqala nje ukubona ngithi ngiyavula ifoni ngiyabona ukuthi awuni live ngalesikhathi.
Was a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, ungachithi nje isikhathi bafowethu bengifuna ukusho nje ukuthi indlela lento eniyenzayo and ibonisa ukuthi not everybody is stupid to listen to the narrative pushwa yi state kule case yaka Senzo. And then Mr. Ano ngengezwa ukuthi ugininda uthi angisazi noma wathi ungumZulu from KZN. Ogini indaba kabani mfethu uyabazi wena?
Ayangibazi mfethu ngabe nginamanga impela. Mhlambe khona labazinze khona kodwa cha la mina engazi khona angaze ngisizwe isibongo sakagini.
Hayi lo muntu lo ngiyadoubt ukuthi wala eMzansi. But ke asazi ngelinye ilanga sizokwazi ukuthi ogini indawo bani if ukhona yabo. Yeah. But enye into nje ebengifuna ukuphawula ngayo. You know, Lawanti, the way they are so confused manje. Baze was confused abona. In their testimony yabo. Ba worried ukuthi what is going to happen in future, even if judge angabagweba labafana. Le case le mina ngokuyibona kwami is a special case. It will be reopened. Even after it goes to on appeal, njengoba yena akhuluma nje ukuthi I will take me on appeal and so on. And then it will be reopened, and I feel sorry for all lamaphoyisa lawa loka testify akhuluma manga lapha.
Yes.
Yeah, because they will all go down. They can try ukuthi ba delay ilanga labo longena ekhindini. but ngelinye ilanga bazongena ekhindini. Okugcina ngengezwa kwenye i-channel bathi lo mfana lo wathi ubani uZungu constable ngathi transferele Cape Town. Usesebenza eCape Town. Ngiyengezwa nje kwenye i-channel. Ngithe mangizwa lento lena ngithi yazi kuthiwa sokunabantu about 8 who have disappeared or were deleted mayelana nale case. Angeke ngimangale Mr. Ano ukuthi in the near future uzozwa kuthiwa uZungu udeletekile esenzweni phakathi kwamaphoyisa negebengu eCape Town. Yazi Cape Town ukuthi kwenzakalani. Uyabona. But ngiyabona ukuthi ngoba sebamsebenzisile ukuthi ngelinye ilanga uzawubuya athi hayi mina ngasetshenziswa ngatshela ukuthi so indlela yokuthi angaphinda khulume. Ngicabanga ukuthi uzawuphelela eCape Town. Allegedly.
Okay, siyabonga.
Ngiyabonga bafethu, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right. People are saying that we must interpret. Yeah, we do interpret. If it's, some people are just saying, thank you guys for doing great work and all that in Venek. We don't interpret that. Like in this case now, the caller is alleging that Zungu he heard that Zungu has been transferred to Cape Town, and he's saying that in the near future he will not be surprised, as is alleging that if he was to hear news that Zungu is been deleted in a sense, because people will be trying to take away anything that can implicate them in the near future. That's basically what is said, and it is all alleged.
It's a speculation.
Speculation and all that, guys. Mzansi, hello.
Hello.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Yes, you are speaking to Mpato.
Mpato. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We're listening.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We are listening. You can shoot. We can hear you. We can just reduce the volume at the back. Yeah, the volume at the back is disturbing us.
I was just saying, from the long distance that we have traversed so far, with mountains and loads of lies, deceit, manipulation of information and data, we have arrived on the Senzo Meyiwa Trial at the most crucial point of the trial, where the so-called or the supposed star witness is on the stand. And my goodness, is messing it up big time. His overinflated ego and excessive, exaggerated confidence, it's just doing the trick for the defense. I can tell you seated where I'm seated with a lot of own goals. Gininda has been scoring since he has started his testimony. I don't see how that gentleman is going to survive. It looks like he's taking it easy from at the time as he was testifying during trial within the trial, because during trial within the trial, obviously everything was limited to what evidence that relates to whether those confessions were done freely, whatever, and voluntarily. But now you are talking the lead investigator who has to testify on all evidence that was led before that trial. And already with the confession of Sibia, the guy is hoping from one disaster after another. And I'm sure he would have to bypass the whole way through the confession of accused number 2. He has to manage somehow, because it looks like the guy believes in himself so much that he believes he can even, pepper around almost every loophole or gap that arises. So you'd have to come and convince us how to reconcile the contradictions between a confession of accused 1 and accused 2. But what is horrible about what Gininda has shown or displayed so far through his evidence is that South Africans, here we have an investigation officer who wants to send people to jail for a very, very long time, most probably to have them getting life sentences on evidence that was acquired through presumptions, assumptions. What is why this nonsensical thing of Pravin Gordhan that could not last as far as CNN, Christina Amampu? Do you have evidence of Zuma being corrupt? And the answer, no. I was simply joining the dots. So essentially, if we have to draw from the person who fabricated this join the dots evidence arrangement or evidence gathering, we would know as a matter of fact, if we have to trace it from Pravin, we would know that if anybody says he gathered evidence through joining the dots, there's virtually no material evidence to display. So you only have those subjective assumption of some investigation officer. And Gininda is saying, on the basis, that's not even circumstantial evidence, that's literal. It cannot be that you're going to say the man who confessed talked about somebody of a dreadlock, that somebody happens to be Marco. And in my assumption, or in my own view, that Marco is going to be Nube. Hey, my goodness, where do we convict a person on the basis of a subjective assumption of one person? Just because he's so important as a brigadier, we have to value his assumption so much so that it constitutes evidence beyond reasonable doubt or credible, reasonably or probably true circumstantial evidence. A subjective assumption of one person, just because he's a brigadier, Gininda. We have to sit there and listen to him giving us his all important assumptions and joining the dots, kind of machinated evidence. And we believe that because Gininda is so super clever, when he assumes something or he combines the dots and arrives at a certain conclusion, his subjective conclusion should represent material facts, one, or circumstantial evidence that could be credible enough to be reasonably or probably true. My goodness, how is it possible that in a real world of criminal justice system, Marco can become Nube? Every person of a dreadlock should become Nube because Nube had dreadlocks on the 26th of October. What's just that nonsense? Just not honestly. From a person who says he has got 20 years of service in the police department, a man who says he has been in the priority crimes unit, he has been in the taxi gang violence unit, he's now the head of cold case unit. He wants us to believe that you can send people to jail merely out of your own subjective joining the dot assumptions. Oh my goodness. But unfortunately for all of us, the more it has started already manifesting, I'm quite convinced, the more it goes deeper and the more it would land Gininda into cross-examination, the more we are getting more closer into even not only exposing that this whole thing was fabricated and utter machinated nonsense, but you are also going to expose massive, grand, historical criminality that occurred, large-scale network of corruption in the criminal justice system, ranging from police to the National Director of Public Prosecution, right up to the judiciary. And in essence, this case of Senzo would simply be one of those samples of how deeply, as we talk about corruption every other way, how deeply we have a criminal justice system that is corrupt, and how we as South Africans has always ignored corruption that is of so serious consequences that we have a society that is almost going to plunge into the state of lawlessness because the public in general has lost confidence and trust in the criminal justice system. This whole thing of Senzo Meyiwa, as it displays itself in the public discourse, as it is now, showing class dynamics and class contradictions that are at play in the disbursement and administration of justice in South Africa. I can tell you, the sooner the poor and the working class realize that the law is not on their side, We are gunning for chaos in this country. And this Gininda, Baloi, Ratamukwatleng, grand corruption public display, it's one of those things that are going to trigger our people at some point to lose absolute confidence in the criminal justice system in South Africa. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for giving me this little opportunity to air my 2 pennies view. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We can listen to you all the time.
Yes, definitely should call more often.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah. Simangele Mnisi, siyabonga Simangele. Thank you, Ned, for everything and everyone else who's contributing in different ways. Big up to Mzansi. Thank you, Simangele Mnisi. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, Ushayi Kola. Kola is on point. Kola is on point.
I have no words. There's nothing for me to add.
Laura, our member. Hey, thank you. You made it. Someone is saying 36 subscribers loading. Please, guys, remember to subscribe.
If you're not subscribed, guys.
We are missing couple. It's 10 to say the least subscribers.
We're
to
only
reach
missing 10 subscribers to reach 36K. Road to 36K.
Yes, we appreciate that because we're not chasing numbers. But
Thank
yes,
you.
if you feel like you need to put a signature on it, please do so with the love that you have. And
we are trying to make this people's platform as much as we can. I know we are here, but we are facilitating.
And we appreciate
dialogue.
the likes, guys. We appreciate the likes. We see the likes are pushing. Please keep on pushing them.
The court of public opinion.
It is of public opinion. Yes. Sponsored. This video is sponsored by
Net. Proudly brought to you by Net and everyone else.
Because Emily was in a hurry to hear herself on this new mic.
Yes, I wanted to test it out. That's why we're live now.
What is Ziyakhala? Dukas Shabalala. Ziyakhala. Yes, Ziyakhala. Yes, they've said mouthful.
Yeah, hi Shemai.
We appreciate this Sunday course. That was unexpected. Support Lucia. We appreciate you. Cindy C. Where Betlo. Thank you. And Seth is here. Rivak saying, "Oh, Mzansi, what a surprise!" Yes, it's a surprise to us too because I had to come and fix a mic. Backyard mechanic. Public information only. Only.
Yeah,
80. Can we have English, please? Yes, guys. Those who can speak English, please. Because this is international, there are people who cannot understand. We understand your grievances, but we don't interpret if we feel that it was just a compliment.
Stuff like a compliment.
Cindy C. Wembetlo. Okay, I've mentioned you. Lindy, I've mentioned you. Nesha, I've mentioned you. George, Gininda, not Gininza, not Gininda from Swaziland.
But he refers to himself as Gininda, not Gininza. You know, maybe you guys can help us.
Rare in case that people bangazani. Mamoro Dokas. Yes.
I've heard Gininza from Swaziland.
Thank you for the surprise and coming on during the time. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Brendan Gelma. Thank you, Emak was also complaining about talking from a follower, but don't understand your language. Kindly speak in English, please. Yes, we have sent that message. Zo, your channel is unique. Thank you, Zo, for classifying us as unique. Charles, blessing. Good job, guys. Thanks. Vladimir Bungane.
Hey, that name.
He's laughing. It said, right. Yeah, that's it, guys. I think I wonder how Arsenal is playing in Liverpool. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I think Gayvala Manch.
We'll see each other again.
Patience, Sibanda. Thank you. IFML, did you watch Mama interview? Yes, we will. We will do something, but yeah, I think we did watch it.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. It's a bye from me.
Bye, guys.
It's a bye. It's just a shite.